Hi guys. So this is a kind of a new version of Magdalene Codes. Today is happens to be Mary Magdalene's feast day, but it's also my birthday. So I'm going to do Magdalene Codes like this. So I just wanted to mention a few things before we start. And I did this already on Facebook and my Instagram, so I thought I'd share with you guys as well because I tried to download what I recorded there, but it's okay. I'm going to do it here like this. So first of all, I want to let you guys know that I started a Magdalene Tribe page, which will be the URL will actually be magdalenetribe.com, but right now it's on valsecrets.com. And basically, if you're interested in joining Magdalene Tribe, all you have to do is subscribe, and I'll send you the updates on when you can join the tribe, and it'll be free. But there will be events and things like that for you to join and be part of, and share in the community as well. Second thing is Pure Life Studio 22 is going to open up soon in August. I'll be sharing the grand opening through my email again. So make sure you subscribe to valsecrets.com so that if you're in the New Jersey area, that you can see me in person, make an appointment and see me in person. Third would be I'm going to create a membership program for people that are having Kundalini awakening, Kundalini rising, or spiritual awakening altogether. So many of you have been going through this spiritual awakening, but yet have no one to turn to and have no guidance. So I'm going to be creating this service for you so that you have someone to turn to, you have guidance, you have a community. So it's going to be special so that I've already went through this myself. It's almost going to be 10 years now since it's happened, and I've learned so much, and I personally had guidance. So I know how important it is to have guidance during that time, and it's never ending. So, until you've actually reached the point where you've fully integrated wisdom, and, even feel like you've transcended a lot of your patterns and your conditioning, and that's never ending, really. I still, to this day, reflect back to my peers, to some what I call teachers, and constantly trying to grow myself. So this is a program that is meant for people like you. So what I did was I started my other live with a novena. A novena is basically a prayer. Now, this is not a religious thing. It's just going to be something that will set the tone and the intention for the rest of the life. So this is the prayer. Mary Magdalene, woman of the resurrection, pray for us as we go and tell what we know, that Jesus is alive and at work through us. Guide us all through your story. Teach us to always live in the light of the resurrection. And this is where you set your intentions. So this is like a new year. July 22nd is like the new year, and I'll tell you why. July 17th is actually Goddess Isis's birthday. This is when she was born onto this earth. She is from the star of Sirius. She is a galactic being who was born here. She resurrected the goddess Isis or goddess Ishtar or Inanna energy back here onto earth, which is the alignment, the realignment of goddess feminine, divine mother energy. So July 17th was the first day of this divine feminine cleanse. So divine Isis, goddess Isis, she started to cleanse humanity from July 17th all the way up to July 22nd, which is 6 days. 6 days. The number 6 is the number of Venus, which is also connected to Mary Magdalene and Goddess Isis. Goddess Isis and Mary Magdalene are interchangeable. They share the same energy. Basically, what was done was that Goddess Isis gave her DNA codes to Mary Magdalene, and as she incarnated onto the earth so many years later. Now, there's been many goddesses in between. There's goddess Demeter, goddess Aphrodite, goddess Durga, many goddesses in between from goddess Isis and goddess Mary Magdalene. So this information, these codes, this DNA activation was given to each of these goddesses. Now, Mary Magdalene fully integrated her codes when she had the 7 demons erected out of her body through Yeshua. So this was what some people call Kundalini awakening, similar to what happened to me when I was 30 years old. So Mary Magdalene fully integrated the crystalline body when she was 30 years old. Now, before that, she was always an awakened woman. She always had connections, but she never fully was aligned to that crystalline energy. So she was gifted with that from Goddess Isis through her beloved Yeshua. So during this time, you might have felt a lot of different energy changes and shifts and pushes and pulling. And so I'm sure that you've been up and down from July 17th. Some of you noticed the shifts in your health, shifts in your emotions, shifts in your environment, and even shifts in people, the way you're interacting with people. You're just becoming kinder, you're becoming gentler, you're becoming more harmonious. So this is the beauty that Goddess Isis and Mary Magdalene bring in. So with that said, I want you to kind of focus in on your heart chakra, because this is the time that we need to focus on the higher heart chakra, and that is also called the thymus chakra. So we focus in on the higher heart chakra. Take a deep breath. Hold it. Release. Let that energy expand throughout your body. You can feel the shift immediately, as I'm also allowing for energy to kind of wave over you. This is a good day for healing. Consider this a new year. This is the new year. Today is actually the real new year. Actually, July 17th was the original new year in ancient Egypt. And that is because Goddess Isis came onto earth and she renewed the earth. So that is why she is considered the new year. Now, Mary Magdalene she's also Goddess Isis incarnate. So she also renewed the planet by her ascension. She ascended this day. She went into her rainbow body, her light body, and she became an ascended master, which is now called Lady Nada. And she's known for connected to the roses, the rose energy. And this is why so many people are connected to the rose line lineage, because Lady Nada is actually the one that's connected to the rose energy. Mary Magdalene, of course, she loved flowers, she loved roses, but that her energy became of a rose. She is like a rose. Had nothing to do with that she carried roses or any of that. But as she was ascending, she became like a rose, pure in essence, pure in scent. So many people knew her for her scent as well. They would hold her because she would smell like roses. So because she was ascending into this light rainbow body, crystalline body. So this is something that she represents more than anything. She was becoming of a rose. And so many people connect to all the different kinds of roses, but for her, she is of all of the roses. Mary Magdalene specifically represents the red rose, which means desire, which means passion, which means renewal, which means sexual energy. So the reason why Mary Magdalene connects to that, which also Goddess Isis connects to, is because she is the goddess of, of birth, of life. That is her role. And this is why it was so important for her to have children, because she knew, not because she wanted to have children to pass down any kind of money or jewels or inheritance. None of that. Is because she herself wanted to. She knew that she had to give birth to fully embody her own ascension, so she could embody the Divine Mother in completion, to activate her womb. So she activated her womb when she had her first child, and through that, she felt the ascension through having her child. Her child became her teacher in many ways. So more of this will be on my book, the Book of Mary, which is coming soon. I'm taking my time because it's been a very emotional time for me, writing these parts where Mary Magdalene is in Jerusalem. So I wrote all the other parts which were of her life, which was, yes, it was also emotional, but not like this. This is literally rips my heart apart. So it's taking me so long just to write just one word. Just to even think about it, it weighs heavy on my heart. So there's a huge lesson for me to kind of transcend this time of what was experienced, and hopefully I could put it on paper. I'm trying to skip it and seeing if Divine Source will allow for me to just write a book without having those parts of her being in Jerusalem when Yeshua was being crucified, so that we could just read everything else but that part. But I know so many people have so many questions about that time, and it's so crucial to know the truth during that time. So I'm not ready, but when I will be ready, I will write. I promise. Today is my birthday. I turned 40 today, and I know that this is going to be a big birthday for me, but not just for me, but for all of humanity. And I say this with my humblest heart, only because I'm only here to serve you. This body, this mind, this heart, this soul is here to serve you. And of course, my children. And I only say children because I feel like I'm actually giving birth to a new baby soon. And I also feel like you are my children. And I know you can say, how can you say that? That's how I feel. I feel like every person here on earth is my child. And I had this feeling since I was a little girl. So I say that with my humblest heart. But I'm really excited for what's to come in these next years to come. I feel like I'm integrating this new divine feminine energy that's allowing me to shift into different levels of higher consciousness. I've been blessed throughout my whole life with the knowing and a connection to the divine. However, in these 10 years, I know that it's been heavy on me because so many shifts and so many changes, and it's been very heavy on my heart. But I know it's all happening for a good reason. I feel blessed, and I also feel much gratitude to Source, to the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, because I know it's always for my highest good, and that is the same for you. Anything that you're going through, remember it's always for your highest good, and keep aligned with that faith and that understanding and surrender to that understanding, so that you may go with the divine flow. Because as you move into the divine flow, you will be able to activate this higher self, and the higher self will take action rather than operating from here with confusion, anxiety, and all that stuff that doesn't serve you. So I wish that you find yourself in alignment with that energy. So just before I go, I want to say that you guys can find me on valsecrets.com. I might come on here to do Magdalene Codes, but I'm definitely not on Facebook or Instagram. I'm going to be taking them off of my radar for a while because I need to heal. As you hear, there's something going on in my throat. I feel like there's an attack from the Wi-Fi, from these devices. I don't know. I need to stay away from them as much as possible. And if that means not being able to communicate with you guys in this way, that's okay for me, because I know that if you guys really love me the way I really love you, that you'll still be around. Just go to valsecrets.com. I'll always have a place there. That's my home. So you guys can check out all this new stuff that I'm doing. I'm going to be hiring a new woman, a new person in my life who's going to manage my work, and you're going to see lots of different changes that's happening. So hopefully Magdalene Codes will be part of that. And so make sure you also check out all the new events that are coming up. This August 3rd, I will be in New York City. I'm going to be singing at a festival, which will be at the Judson Hall in New York City on August 3rd from 2 to 6. So try to join us if you can. And then I also have, I'm conspiring maybe a quick little trip to Glastonbury, Avalon. So probably sometime in September. That is to be announced. Not sure yet. And then, of course, don't forget Soul Rising Retreat. I love Soul Rising Retreat so much. It's my first retreat. It's like my first baby. My first retreat, so much magic happens in Soul Rising Retreat. It's a very different kind of retreat. It's not a touring retreat. It's a retreat that we stay at a spiritual center, which was basically monks, Buddhist monks have held the space, 380 acres of land for about 60 years. So the land was also hit by an asteroid, so you'll see crystal quartz everywhere along the property. So it's completely activated, and the things that happen there are magical. And I've also brought in Syrian ETs there, and one year was also Palladians. So there's also that connection as well. So if you feel connection to the galactics, that is the right retreat for you to attend. So it's a Soul Rising Retreat in the Catskill Mountains of New York State, and it's completely remote. We have a private chef, and that serves us vegetarian food. The owner of the place basically is Uma Thurman's father, Robert Thurman, and he bought the place about, I want to say, like 20 years ago. And so he renewed it and made it completely new, spent millions of dollars on this place, $30 million on the spa. It was like $2 million on just for the water system, which the water system comes directly from the stream, and it's activated to this crystal bed or something like this. I don't know. It's absolutely amazing. If you guys need to learn more, you'll go to valsecrets.com and just click on the links there. All right, guys. I just want to say happy Ascension Day today. Happy New Year, and happy birthday to anybody who's sharing a birthday with me. So love you guys so much. Make sure you subscribe and make sure you like this video so that the information can travel. All right, till next time.